what's in this box. Looks like bags inside this box. That's another bag. There's a bag, another bag. So many bags.
All right, I think I got the shot. Let me tell you about these bags. I forgot to set up audio. Yeah.
This video is sponsored by Nomadic.
Yeah, why do YouTubers do this? Why are we like, you'll never guess what's in the box, even though the thumbnail is us holding it and it says like, this is what's in the box. Let's do it this way. Oh my gosh. More bags to open. These are the all new Peter McKinnon bags by Nomadic. I'm out of breath because I had to throw them a lot of time. It doesn't matter. Let me show you all about them. Who could it be? Just while I set up this overhead shot so I can show you the bag, I figured I should mention to you two things. The first is that this video is sponsored by Nomadic, but the second, and I think more important thing, is that I've been friends with Peter for over a decade. He sold me my first camera. He sold me my first camera bags. So do with that what you will. There are two new bags here. The first is this backpack. It's like the everyday carry version of his travel backpack right here. And there's also this cute little sling bag. And I am gonna start here, partially because it's smaller and partially because honestly, it's just smaller. Let's start there. Oh, this is the shoulder bag.
This is the shoulder bag, because I know that you're always, both of you, are mobbing around on your one wheels. And a lot of the times you don't need a whole bag, you're just going to grab something, you want to bring your camera.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this...
I like sling bags. I like sling bags a lot because they're great for shooting out of. They look kind of dorky, but guess what? If you're afraid to look like a dork, what are you doing on my channel? Practicality should always come first. Also, I don't know, I think it's kind of cool looking. Let's start with a couple things. One, you got yourself a strap, and there's also, where is it? A stability strap here. If you're being kind of active, it can really help keep the bag in place. But the reason you buy a sling is because you want to sling this in front, and you want to open it up, and you want access to your camera, you want access to your lenses. And in that regard, this bag does something that no sling I've ever used does, which is this right here. That's it. That's it. It opens. What it does is that when you open it up, this whole front door opens up like a clamshell. It opens like a clamshell. Clamshell was the word I was looking for. Having this extra space for you to kind of like throw stuff, grab your batteries and memories without having to open up extra compartments, I think is so cool. And honestly, let's put the camera, the lens, I'm trying to get this in the overhead shot. Don't go around town like this, that's a terrible idea, but you get the point. And then you've got your space for cameras, lenses, however you want to set that up. You also have a couple pockets here for things like filters, batteries, chargers, SD cards, very typical organizational stuff. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you my favorite part of this. The first thing that I noticed was this here, right on the top. There's this nipple sticking up on top. And I was like, what on earth is that for? Am I gonna bungee tie something to this? And the answer is, yeah, you are. What's so cool is when you open this up, right? You've got the zippers, and it's not terribly slow to unzip. Let's say you're shooting a wedding ceremony, you wanna change lenses. You don't wanna be the person going in the middle of the ceremony. And you certainly don't want one of those bags that has the Velcro, oh gosh. But inside here, you've got this little bungee cord with a little pull tie, and all you do with that is you can just pull it up, put it on top. Now when you're out and about shooting, whether you're on your bike maybe, or you're just shooting a wedding ceremony, let's say, you can just open that. Grab your lens, put it on your camera, put the other one back in, and just as easily, close it back up. It's silent, it's secure, your stuff's not gonna fall out. Honestly, it's not gonna fall out.
Oh, yeah. So you could get the whole vlog. You can get R5, 1535, vlog mic setup, your NDs right here, extra batteries. Yeah. Basically your whole vlog kit. And then hop on the four-wheeler.
Okay, let's move on to the backpack. The design language of this new everyday carry backpack is very similar to the last one. So you've got this magnetic water bottle kind of holder or tripod holder on the side. You've got this big zip around rear access, which I love. Ooh, there's a note for me inside. Okay, cool. It's just telling me what options I got because there's different configurations of the bag that you can pick up. Here's what I have. These are a bunch of normal camera dividers. We'll talk about that in a second. But inside the bag, you have these 2 camera cubes. And I have become cube obsessed. It's my favorite way to pack gear. But basically, you can organize your cameras, lenses, drones, remotes, batteries, all that kind of stuff into these. Or if you don't want to use the cubes, you can also just fill the entire space with camera dividers like you would, I don't know, a more traditional camera bag setup. On top here, we have what I believe they're calling the loft, which basically is just top access. It's a space where you can put your stuff, and I have a feeling I'll probably mostly be putting my camera up in the top of this because it's the quickest access. And then I'll be storing things like the 7200 or a drone or the things that I don't need all the time are gonna be on the inside. But if I want the quick, camera's up top. But let's go back to those cubes. Also, quickly, I would love to commend Nomadic for putting the zipper on the outside of these bag straps. Some companies put them on the inside, which means unzipping involves this weird dance where you're kind of trying to finagle away from these straps, or you've got to actually fold the straps out of the way to get into there. This is by far my preferred method. It's the easiest way to get into the bag. This up here is the loft, as we were talking about. And what's cool is it's bloop, little magnetic attachment if you want to get into it from here. But if you take one of these cubes out, which by the way, they also fit vertically if you want, is that this loft actually pops open just like that. So you could store just some of your gear in here, and then you have a much larger zone in the top for that top access. Maybe you're just bringing one camera and lens or a few things like that. And up top, you wanna throw a sweater, a jacket, a banana, a sandwich. Always bring sandwiches, always. Normal kind of lunch stuff, and then you still have your camera gear separated from that. If you want also, this entire thing can be removed. So you could, for example, put this bag in sideways, take this out completely, and then you'd be able to have top access all the way to the bottom of the bag. Grab your camera down there if you want, but you can still stuff your sweaters and sandwiches on top. This is such cool organization because there's a lot of different ways you can use it. And this year more than ever, the way that I pack a bag is changing all the time. In fact, like I've been putting my Oculus, because I've been playing a lot of mini putt this year, into my backpack, bringing it to and from the studio just in case I've got some render time and I want to putt it up. So some days I've got a water bottle, an Oculus, a camera, a laptop, and I love that based on what I'm going to bring with me, there's an optimal way to set this bag up. On the backrest here, you still have some organizational pouches. On the side here, you've got your laptop access. Ooh, I should try and put a laptop in there. 1 second. This is a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Let's find out if this fits. Oh. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be too big, and it fits totally simply. What I love about both of these bags is that the materials they choose are insanely durable. They use things like magnets. I love magnets. Who doesn't love magnets? Really high quality, weather-sealed zippers. You've got all these mounting points on the front, which I am definitely gonna use to put my skateboard onto this. And I believe, again, refer to the official video, that the loft here is going to include some more zippered organization up here, some stuff on the sides. So yeah, whole lot of place to put things. Oh, and oh my gosh, my favorite thing. Bring this over here, because this is my favorite thing. My only bag that does this is your last bag.
It's such a little thing.
It's so handy, especially in airports, or like you're in a lineup and you don't want to just have it on your back.
Yeah.
But every other bag, you're like, here we go.
You're like looking for something to lean it against.
Or you're doing it like this.
Yeah, exactly.
You're sitting like that.
Yeah.
And you're putting it here, and then someone kicks it over, and you're always putting it like this. Or you got to turn it around and do it this way. You got to figure out which way it is. You never know.
Yeah.
You never remember.
Yeah. Stands up on its own. This may seem like a small thing to you, but let's imagine for a second, you're on a hike and you're like, getting to somewhere, you see something, you want to take a picture. So you take this off, you take this off. Rather than having to throw the bag on its back and open it all up to grab stuff, you just toss it on its end. You open this, you grab your camera, and you can just throw it back on your back and keep going. Every other company, make your bag stand up. Thank you. If you've seen many of my videos, you'll know that I like to travel with cinema cameras because I am an idiot. So let's check this real quick. So essentially what I'm trying to figure out is if this camera here, the C70 with the speed booster, Sigma 20mm, it's a big setup on top, is gonna fit right in here in the loft. So let's see. I forgot I just put the camera in here. It is a tight squeeze, but it will work, and it'd work a lot better if I didn't use such a massive lens. I should also mention that I've got the giant battery on the back of this, so yeah, that's great. Wonder where else it could fit. Let's find out. I think if I just take the cube out altogether, oh yeah, that'll fit no problem. Easy as, and in fact, if we were to take that same mantra before, and we open up that compartment there, the C70 will fit even better in the top compartment, and I wouldn't really worry about that. Enough of this like table testing. I gotta go take this out into the real world, and I think it's supposed to rain for the next few days, so I don't know. Let's get this outside real quick.
I was saying earlier, like, if you'd asked, like, if you told me like 5 years ago, like, you're gonna have your own branded camera bag.
Yeah.
3 of them, actually. I would have just laughed at you.
Yeah.
Like, I would never have thought I would have my own bag. So, it's awesome, man. You can't really describe the feeling.
That's so cool.
Especially, like, the feedback, I think is a big thing. Like, with YouTubers, we're looking at comments, we're always looking at, like, what people are thinking of our art.
Yeah.
So to see such a positive feedback on the first version, it even won Camera Bag of the Year in 2020.
That's so cool.
So like to see it like getting such awesome recognition, I just know they're gonna love this one probably as much.
You have a computer in there.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Jesse, sorry I missed you today. Love your guts. Keep your head up. Keep making vids. Keep being you. Don't forget to have fun. Pete.